Folks, the fact that we're even here is a miracle. Welcome into the third edition of, yes, this is going to be the name going forward, Sports and Nonsense, because it is nothing short of nonsensical here. Jake is on his iPad because his computer was dancing like it was the 1970s, and his father just found the greatest white substance of all time. I'm talking about powdered donuts, you disgusting sicko. Why would we talk about drugs on this show? We would never do that. Welcome in. World Baseball Classic is here. USA plays today. This show is going to be absolutely filled with baseball chatter, nonsense, Jake screaming into his iPad, me and Jake being nicey, getting down nicey, and the weekend of the century commences right this second. Jake, welcome in. Happy Friday to you. Missed you. My favorite part about doing shows with people is not talking to them really throughout the week, and I'm doing what Jake does to me. It is talk and not allow him to talk. So my favorite part is just having a week go by, not saying anything to the person, really just a little brief, little chit chat here and there, but letting it all out on the show. So we haven't talked about this, Jake, but we'll get into it. I got my first parking ticket, but it gets better. But I just want to ask you, how's it going? Happy Friday.
I'm going to buy a gun and shoot a hole through the laptop that I've had for 15 years. Because of course, when you are unemployed, you get laid off from your job, and then that's when things start to break. Of course, obviously. You would think I'd be relaxed and in a good mood after I was in Florida for 5 days. I'm crispy golden brown. I know I look amazing.
I didn't even know you had a tan.
Anyway, you live in the suburbs. How the hell did you get a parking ticket?
Well, when I went to the DePaul game last. I just forgot to touch on it last time. So get this. They gave me this on a technicality. I paid for the spot. When this was placed on my car, it was only an hour into my 3-hour payment. So I got back and I'm like, my timer's still going. Like I had 10 more minutes when I saw it on my car. I'm like, how the hell is this possible? Also, it was $50. It's $50.
Yeah,
that's not terrible, but you can only add $20 to the parking app. You can't put like $5 in. It's
right. Yeah, it's very.
I check it. I have a truck. It's not a brag. It's just what it is. Illinois has a B. If you have a truck, your license plate has a different colored number, which is a B. So it's a red B on my license. So it's a bunch of other numbers and then a red B. The other numbers are blue. I never knew that you had to add the B into the license. Found that out today because I got a text saying, you're going to get charged if you don't pay this today. The lady also let me know after I was on hold for 45 minutes that, oh, dude. And I was like, I'm here. I'm going to wait. And obviously I was so nice to the woman because I feel like those people get nothing but the worst phone calls.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And I was like, stupid question. Does the B have to be there? Because in reality, if they would have just put in my license and not put the B, they would have seen that I paid for it.
Right.
So,
but they're not going to do that, obviously.
No, she was cool. She's like, yeah, we'll take it off. You'll hear back eventually.
You didn't have to pay the ticket?
They said they'll put my parking. Yeah, my claim in. She said you'll hear back soon, but you should be. I think from what I gathered is you should be fine because there's proof that I paid. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, I mean that's better than them telling you tough luck. See you later.
Yeah, and you got to give people some leeway. That's an honest mistake. I mean, I haven't had a car since 2017.
Right.
How was I supposed to know that the different color on my license equaled that's your license number? Yeah. No one told me that. Nobody walked me through that when they said, here is the truck that you bought.
Well, that's because you bought it in Bufu, Illinois. They didn't think you'd be going to
I bought it in Elmhurst.
That's Bufu.
There's multiple colleges in Elmhurst.
Oh, stop it. We're going to play that game, we'll be here a long time.
Come on, man. Come on. Cut me some slack here. But
one other thing that I wanted to mention that you talked about, me and you talk like every day. What are you talking about?
You didn't know about this?
Well, yeah, because you purposely kept that for the show. Like that, like me and you talk and discuss things just about every day.
What have we discussed in the last 24 hours?
Well, in the last 24
Oh.
hours, nothing, because I went to bed at 7 p.m. last night.
The last thing we talked about was that joke no one understood when I had the 2 hot dogs on the bun.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone thought I was talking about porn. I wasn't talking about porn. I was talking about Blades of Glory.
And demonetized.
Was not talking about porn, but whatever.
I mean, you made a joke. First of all, the movie's what, 15 years old, maybe more, and you made like
it's almost 20 years old.
Yeah. So first of all, you picked a movie that's almost 20 years old. That is like the 78th joke in that movie, like in terms of like tiers of jokes in that movie. Like, yeah, I don't like a lot of people weren't gonna get it, my man.
Come on. People know. Hollywood Hernandez, welcome in. Let's go. Everyone they're coming up. Jake, they're coming up in the comments.
Oh, I can't see that. Hold on.
Let's
go. You know what? I'm not going to touch anything because I don't want to screw it up. I'm not even going to touch anything.
I'll read them off. But this is the first time we've been able to pull these up. That's why Matt was here for the first place, because we're like, Matt, we need somebody to look at the comments because we can't do anything else on StreamYard right now until we get subs and we buy the subscription for StreamYard, which we're not going to do anytime soon because we can't even get subs because we haven't done 4 streams and it doesn't acknowledge us until we do 4 streams on 4 different days for 4 hours. So, baseball. Team USA plays today. Shouts out. I'm not the most patriotic person, but I have.
Why? What happened?
Just not a patriotic guy. Just didn't grow up being like, whatever. Just wasn't my upbringing. World Baseball Classic. USA plays Brazil tonight. The total, I think, is
Brazil.
I think the total's 13.5. I just want to read you, Jake. I don't know if you looked at it. I know you've been up since 3:30 this morning. Excuse me, but I just want to
yesterday, by the way.
Oh, congrats! I just want to go all the way down to United States, Brazil. They do have batting props. The spread is -9.5. Austin, welcome.
Oh my God.
The spread is 9.5. Brazil's not scoring, but I just want you to take a wicked guess. What is Aaron Judge to hit a home run today?
Oh God.
Let me just say this:
it's not a minus price, is it? There's no.
It's
way.
not the worst odds I've ever seen. Which is honestly, it could be.
Well, because the theory is that they're going to take him out late in the game. Because if it's a 9.5 spread, the theory is that come the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th inning, the starters are going to get yanked.
Yeah, maybe.
So it's probably, what, 350?
No.
Okay. Okay, why don't you just tell me what it is?
Seinfeld reference. Attaboy. Attaboy. Why don't you just tell me what it is? Plus 120.
Oh God.
You want me to top you off there? Cal Raleigh.
It's been a while.
Plus 135.
Plus 135?
It gets even worse.
Disgusting.
Kyle Schwarber, plus 145.
You're better off just betting the live AB home run.
But here, I'll tell you. What's the feature prop wasn't there before? Cal Raleigh and or Aaron Judge to hit 1 home run.
Oh,
Amanda, what's going on?
That has to be a minus price.
Oh, $1.85.
Minus 185?
This is so funny to me. For each of them to hit a home run, plus 500. That's better value than taking them straight up. Yeah.
If any, this is going to happen, somebody's going to bet that minus 185 and they're going to tweet it and they're nailed it, green check mark. Like, that's going to happen.
First at bat, home run, 500. 500 for the first 3. Byron Buxton, 7-1. 7-1, Bryce Harper. The only one that's worth dabbling on from what they offer, Roman Anthony, plus 390. These are the Brazil guys. Lucas Ramirez and Dante Bichette Jr., both 20-1.
Dante Bichette.
They're literally spitting in their faces, telling them, you suck. 7 people in here. Let's go. You guys are the best. I can finally see you guys in chat without having to go to the app. You are the best. Just want to say that we're talking USA against Brazil tonight. Now, this is the market I wanted to tickle your plums in because I thought it was the most interesting one.
At least somebody. Jesus.
Guy, pause. Logan Webb.
Okay.
I've already seen there's a boost on FD. We don't give out free ads here. There's a boost on FD. You can get five strikeouts for -102. I don't hate it. I looked it up. His leash is short. 60, 65 pitches tonight. What's the price do you think you can get for 8 strikeouts?
If it's -102 for 5, I mean
No, it's -135. That was with the boost.
Oh God. So for 8, is that what you said? For 8, it's gotta be 2-1.
This is why I might take it. 980.
It's almost 10-1.
So if theoretically the way I'm looking at it is I don't think taking anything but the ladder on this is the only prop that's really grabbed me. And you can boost this up to 1280, which I think is a fantastic price. He's getting 65, 60 pitches. The total is 13.5. The spread is 9.5. They're literally telling you Brazil isn't going to do anything in this game. I understand that 65, there's little leeway for Webb to not be perfect. But if he is, 8 isn't a lot. I've laddered him to 12 before, I think.
Well, yeah, but I mean granted, like Logan Webb has become more of a strikeout pitcher over the last 2 years.
1280, that's worth $10.
So yes,
You're seeing where my brain is with this one.
I'm seeing where you're going. My immediate thought and my immediate reason of why I don't want to bet it is just because the leash is 60 to 65 pitches doesn't mean that it has to go to 60, 65 pitches. If they're up, again, the spread is 9.5. So think about it this way: the first
and the
5
total's
spread,
13.
The first
they're
5
not
spread
scoring.
would be 4.5, 5.5, maybe at some books. So the thought being that maybe in the 3rd, 4th inning, they're up 4 or 5 runs, and he's at 40 pitches and he's pitching well, might have 6 strikeouts, and they say, all right, that's enough. Like, what's the point?
6 for it. Here, I'll just rattle off the odds. You can boost 5 plus to $1.02, which isn't terrible.
No.
$1.02. Not saying go out and get it. We're just chatting this out. 6 strikeouts plus 164 without the boost. 7, 360, 8, 980, which I said you could boost to 1280.
I get where your head's at. I just like, especially in these early pool play games, like I'm not sure that just because a guy has a leash, DeRosa is going to say, all right, we're going to let him go the full 60. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather bet. I'd honestly, in pool play especially, I'd rather bet live markets. I'd rather take the live number, like first at bat, Aaron Judge home run, like when the game has already started. I'd rather bet somebody like that. It's so weird at this point in the tournament because they're not real games, and the spreads tell you that.
No, I'm trying to look at other games. Pitchers. Jose Quintana's on the bump tonight. Jose Quintana's on the bump.
He's Team Colombia, right?
He's got to be. Seth Lugo's on
Team Puerto Rico. Yeah, insane. Blew my mind.
All right, so let's go to the Dominican Nicaragua. Juan Soto to hit a homer plus 155. Somebody's going to think that's a steal. There's first 5. Oh my God, who's pitching? I mean, it's probably only on that book. It's somebody. I got asked today if I have any plays for the World Baseball Classic. First, I'm just gonna watch. I mean, The Logan Webb ladder is the only thing that's really grabbed me, just because of. Let's talk about Brazil's lineup. Crutch, welcome in.
Oh, he said he couldn't make it. That's awesome.
What a guy. What a guy. We got Shags in here. Amanda's in here. Austin's in here. Let's go. What's Brazil's roster? World Baseball Classic. Obviously, Dante Bichette. Of course, Ron. Anytime. I don't think I've ever seen. I'm not trying to put bad juju, and I know it's like, don't say this in gambling, but I truly don't think I ever see you lose. Truly. Let's go through Brazil's pitchers. Who are these people? Who are these people? Gabriel Barbosa.
No,
Joseph
that
Gutierrez.
name's familiar.
All right, let me just go to the hitters. Catchers, Gabriel Gomez, Enzo Hayashida, Mattis Silva, Gabriel Carmo, Dante Bichette, Victor Ito, Felipe Corgi. These aren't real people.
I mean, clearly they are. Obviously.
No, they're not.
Mhm.
I, Jake, just going off those names that you've never heard of, clearly they're not even collegiate guys that you've heard of. How good could they be? What is the amount of talent that these guys have faced as a
Right.
group? The best
like,
minor leaguer?
Ken Winterball? Like, yeah, I don't know.
Wait, that's a good one. Yeah. I kind of want to get involved on that 9 or that 8.
I mean, like, yes. Is that probably the right bet? But, like, think about it this way. It's Friday night. It's the first nice warm day in Chicago in a while, although you don't live in Chicago anymore.
I'll be working.
Climate. That's true. But, I mean, like, for hashtag the people, like, do you really want to be? I mean, I guess if you're at the bar with your friends, it could be kind of fun. But, like, do you really?
You're literally talking yourself into it. You son of a bee.
No, I was up at 3:30 the last 2 days after being on a flight. I will be in bed at 9 p.m. Anyway, I have to be up at 7 again tomorrow because my life sucks. Anyway, for the people, I mean, like, do you really want to be sitting there sweating 8.5 versus 9? Like, it's just like, again, just bet the live market. Maybe you get lucky where the U.S. doesn't score in the first inning or even 2, and that spread evens out to, like, or not evens out, but like compresses to 5.5 or 6.5. I mean, still not great, but talk yourself into that a lot more.
Chat, what are we thinking?
The chat's gonna say they're betting the U.S. Are you kidding me?
Are you chat?
We're all chat.
Grown man trying to talk for chat, by the way.
I hate you.
Grown man.
I hate you.
There's a mercy. Hold on. There is a mercy rule?
Yeah. I think it's
Dude.
10.
Nobody wants to ever tell me these things.
Honestly, I forgot until you mentioned it just now.
Well, Hollywood Hernandez mentioned it. Appreciate you, Hollywood.
I mean, I think it might be 10. So, I mean, like, you're basically betting the mercy.
He did say something above he said it 13-14 runs ends the game. So wouldn't that mean the over and or under would just get voided?
No, wouldn't that be the over?
Well, in college, I've had voids when there's the mercy rule.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Because I had a spread in the full game. Because it's technically not the full game.
yeah, but like if you're betting the over, like you're hitting it. Like if you're betting the over, the mercy rule, like I don't
The
know,
books are
whatever.
weird.
That's my brain can't do that kind of calculations right now.
What do I have over here? Let me see. I might just put $5 on.
Oh, speaking of what do we have right now? Who's winning this golf tournament right now? By the way,
I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it and not tell anyone other than the people in here, because there's got to be some sort of benefit from joining the show if this cashes. So
sure, that's fair. Wow, Cam Young stinks, baby.
Cammy. All right, folks.
Matt Fitzpatrick stinks worse.
I put
He's 200 today.
little under a half unit.
A little under a half unit. Fucking moon.
12 plus 1280. Who cares?
Oh, on the web? We've been talking about the spread and the total for the last 10 minutes. And you circle back and you say, oh, I'm going to do it ambiguously. Talking about the Logan Webb prop from 10 fucking minutes ago. You're an unserious person.
It's the only bet that I like. Hollywood, for him to have 8 strikeouts. But here's the thought, Hollywood. Before you question me with the runs rule,
I get
before you question me with the runs rule, there's a perfect world here where they're not even close to 14 runs and it happens.
Yeah.
Because I have work later, Amanda. God. What do you mean?
Is that a question of why we're not doing this during the game?
Yeah. It's true.
Oh, why didn't we start this off with a drink? Because Daddy has stuff to do still today.
He called himself Daddy. Okay. Do you have any futures in this WBC?
Just what we talked about last time. Like, I was never gonna bet the U.S. at -115. Like, that was never ever.
It's
gonna
Japan
happen.
or the Dominican.
I bet a little Japan at +380, and if I really want to, if and when we get to the final, because I'm very convinced we're just getting Japan USA again. Everyone wants to talk to me about the Dominican Republic. Our friend Femi Abebefe has been talking my ear off about the Dominican Republic in this fucking tournament for the last 3 months, and he's been like, that lineup, we got to bet them. We got to bet them. They can't pitch. The ghost of Sandy Alcantara is on that team. Whatever, Jekyll and Hyde, schizophrenic Luis Severino is your number 2. Like, Christopher Sanchez, great. I love that guy. Who the hell else is on that mound? Like, I don't, sure, this is always this is my thing with baseball teams, Colby. Sure, they're going to score 1 million runs.
They're the Alabama. They're the Alabama.
The hell are they stopping another team from scoring 1,000,001 runs? Like, I don't see it with the Dominican Republic.
Best way to compare them is they're the Alabama basketball team. They're just going to sprint and score runs, and then here you can do the same thing. We're not going to stop you.
And maybe sure, go ahead and bet a bunch of Dominican players to hit home runs in these games. Fine, I have no qualms about that. But like, if we're talking about the U.S. and Japan, like, it's clearly they are tier
US,
1.
Japan.
S tier, then an A tier is the Dominican. Sure, I'm willing to admit that. And then like B tier is Mexico, I guess. And then it's 1,000 feet of shit, and it's everybody else. Like, I think
stop with the movie references. You did Seinfeld.
That's not a
and
movie.
now you did Shark. Oh well, true, but you just did Shark Tale.
That was Moneyball. You uncultured swine.
It's also Shark Tale.
Okay, excuse me for not.
Then there's whale. You went. Then there's whale poo, and then there's you. Shark Tale. Anywho,
your math is truly breaking my brain right now. That's another movie reference for those who know. Anyway,
welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Sports and nonsense. It's always nonsense.
The point being, I think it's inevitable that we get USA and Japan again. Like,
and then we bet the under.
So then I might as well bet +380 for Japan. And then once we get to the final against Team USA, like, Team USA is probably the dog in that game. And if they aren't, it's a short favorite, probably about the same, if anything, -110, -115. So you're not losing anything.
There's zero rush is the
point you're trying to get. Who are you scared? Like, you're not scared of anybody on Japan's side of the bracket. You're scared a little bit of the Dominican on Team USA side of the bracket.
Where's Puerto Rico?
I'm not scared of Puerto Rico. Like, they have
Seth Lugo, bro.
So anyway, I think that's going to be USA and Japan again. I took a little piece of Japan +380, and that's all I've done. Somebody asked me about MVP.
I don't know how you are handicapping that.
So my only thought was that you might as well, like, so us, for example, we think it's going to be Japan and USA. I would never bet USA -115, so I might as well take some shots on some of the starters for Team USA. Bobby Witt Jr. is 22-1. Okay, I like that. Premium defensive position, Gold Glove caliber defender at shortstop, can affect the game both with his bat and with his legs on the base pass. Might as well take a shot on a guy who can impact the game multiple ways. And then, like, if you really want to take a shot with like a Kyle Schwarber at 17-1, a guy who is going to hit like the go-ahead home run or something, sure. But that's another way to bet Team USA if you really want to. I took a little piece of Bobby Witt Jr. 22-1 for MVP.
So I was talking about this, and I regurgitated the slander that you just had about the Dominican on Sunday, because I was asked about if I had any leans, if there's anyone I'm looking at. And I told Will Hill, and I forgot who else was there, but I told them, there's one person I'm looking forward to seeing, and I think you're on the same boat as I am because we are fully locked in on this team, and we've talked about him for 3 straight weeks. Murakami is the one person I want to watch. I just want to watch him. How is he going to perform here? Can he move any momentum he has from this tournament over to the regular season?
You don't feel that same way about Kazuma Akamoto? Because he's going to be playing for the Blue Jays after this tournament.
That's true. Why isn't anyone talked about? Maybe it's because I follow a lot of Chicago stuff that I don't see him, but I feel like nobody's talked about him.
I think it's just been lost in because he is kind of seen as like a higher average, less power Murakami, and Murakami gets all the flash because he's got insane power. And plus, think about it this way: like Akamoto goes to a team that was just in the World Series and still has Vlad Jr. and George Springer and Alejandro Kirk and signed Dylan Cease. So like, I think he just gets lost in the shuffle. Whereas like Murakami, it's all of these young guys who already debuted, and then it's Braden Montgomery, who is probably going to debut at some point this year, and then it's Murakami. So it's kind of like he's the star of the show. That would be my guess.
I mean, he's him and Colson Montgomery are the face of the team right now.
Yeah, and Kyle Teal, I would say.
God, I love Kyle Teal.
You just love a good Italian boy.
What can I say? Bias.
Yeah.
What can I say? So we talked about this last week, and I'm getting a little sissy and scared of trying to pull the trigger on this one. And I just want to talk about it again because it's still the same price. Hunter Goodman. The real reason why I was scared to pull the trigger is because there's only one book I think out there that offers his 30 home runs, but also that same book offers his batting average. He batted 300 at home, I think like 240 on the road. Hit more home runs on the road last year than he did at Coors.
Really?
I think it was 18 or 16 home runs, yeah.
That's surprising.
Right? All right, I'm going to see if the Roman Empire book has it because I haven't looked. Player totals. Of course, yeah, I want 50 home runs off the get-go. Yeah, that's what I want. Hunter Goodman, 27.5, locking it in. Oh, we're there. 27.5. You got me. I'll pay the Jews. You got me. We're there, folks. Hunter Goodman, over 27.5 home runs, minus 105. I'm paying that. I'll pay that every day.
And, well, like we were saying last week, and theoretically a better lineup, too. Like, more protection. They can't just pitch around him.
Seriously. And he's getting 80 games, 80-plus games at Coors. I'm there.
I like it. I mean, that makes a lot of sense to me. I see the vision.
Matt, that one I don't hate. I just hate how they treat him in that lineup.
What are you talking about?
Manzardo, 30-plus home runs. They don't respect him. They do not respect him in that lineup. And then they went and picked up – who'd they pick up?
Rhys Hoskins. But if Kyle Manzardo can't beat out Rhys Hoskins, the ghost of, the corpse of even, we got bigger issues. I'm with you. I don't think he gets respect in Cleveland. So I don't know. I thought about doing a Dangerfield thing there, but I decided not to.
Rodney Dangerfield?
Yeah. Like,
hey, don't get enough respect.
Right. Like, I don't know. I've been trying to pin down the Kyle Manzardo breakout for 2 years, and it just doesn't happen. So I think I'm good. The other one, though, I'd rather bet the Keskel hits. If that kid can stay healthy, he's a dog. Like, he was on track to win Rookie of the Year if he didn't get hurt in April. Like, he was on track to win that award. He's very good. He's like the only good piece about the Twins.
Yeah. I haven't really looked at any. I've been just thinking about are any other books going to open Hunter Goodman. Also, just to backtrack real quick, Hunter Goodman's 30 home runs on the Green Book is even money at plus 100. Caesars has minus 105 for over 27.5. That's far better value. Far better. 3 home runs is not worth 5 cents.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
agree.
worth the 5 cents. Pay the juice. It's worth it. Hunter Goodman, 31 home runs last year, the heart and soul of that Rockies team. And just like the White Sox, the beauty of that team, it's all guys fighting for a spot in the league that want to be there for a very long time. And Hunter Goodman is – where would you put him in catcher-wise for even though he's only got 1 year under his belt? I'd say he's one of the better catchers. He batted 300 and batted – I think he batted like 380 or 280, excuse me. 280, I
But
believe.
he started the year batting like 330. He had a fine second half. He felt, I mean, granted, like it's his first year, breakout year. Of course, regression is naturally going to happen. I mean, he's probably like, is he better than? I don't even know. My brain isn't working. Like, he's probably in that, like, after 1 year, like, I'd put him in that top tier of catchers, though. Like, he's in that era with William Contreras, Will Smith.
And William Contreras had a horrible season.
Right. I mean, positive regression is coming for that guy for sure. Yeah, I mean, like, he's a top 5 catcher, probably. Top 7.
I was gonna say that, and I felt like somebody was gonna throw a stone at me. But I'll read you his stats at home: 307 with an 881 OPS, away from home, 803 OPS, 248 batting average. That's not terrible.
Yeah.
Home runs: 18 home runs on the road, 13 at home. 15 doubles, 13 on the road. That's pretty solid. I like it.
Compared to other Rockies hitters over the last forever. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be him and Kyle Ritter this year. That's going to be it. And if Zach Veen's health is okay, because 45 pounds is not healthy.
I still don't think it was actually that much, but
I've lost 50 pounds in a year. That's different than gaining.
yes.
Like, you can gain 45 pounds in 2 months, but that's going to be literal fat.
Yeah, you're going to feel disgusting.
Yeah, he would be a lard ass. He didn't gain 45 pounds. Also, speaking of people and how they look, I'm going to get real sick and tired of jacked Ellie videos. He looks the same. The word that we're looking for is tone.
Shredded even.
Tone. And don't even try to come at me talking about Roman Anthony's fat ass arms. He did hit a ball.
You hate him.
I don't hate him. I saw him hit a ball to Mars the other day. I was like, okay, this dude might be it. But what are we doing to ourselves? Talking a guy that had 8 home runs last year up like he's projected to hit 96 this year.
Well, because he got hurt. Like, that's not his fault. Like, he was on a good pace before he got hurt and it, like, had an oblique injury. Like, I told you this. I get it. Like, I get the hype. I think he's going to be really, really good. I understand your qualm about why are we crowning him already. But, like,
I feel like my hate is the same with Jason Dominguez, but Jason Dominguez hype was far worse.
Sucks.
A young guy with potential. That's all we're talking about.
He's been in the league for 7 years.
He was the next Mickey Mantle.
And then what happened?
He can't even track a fly ball.
Yes. That's so different.
It's bad. Now, this triggered something. We got to leave Max Clark alone.
Yes. God.
We got to.
Don't even say his name. Don't even say his name. Don't even say his name.
No, I'm going to say his name.
Doesn't deserve it. Why are we even giving this buffoon, like you say, no free ads for books? Why are we giving this guy free publicity? Like, yeah.
I just want to say, this is the same
fucking idiot. Somebody can clip this. He's a fucking idiot. Like, this is what this buffoon has done for the last 5 years. He goes out there and he lobs out some hot take, even though he doesn't even believe it, because he wants his clicks and he wants people to look at his Twitter page because he's a fucking moron. He knows exactly. We did this with him already. He did the same thing last year. He did the same exact thing with Max Clark last year, and we're all falling for it again. Yes, Max Clark is awesome. Yes, he's not for everybody. You know what we did? We do this every year. Ellie De La Cruz, Ronald Acuna Jr. We do this every fucking year with somebody. It's just this year, it's Max Clark. Move on!
I've been following him, or actually, I did follow him for quite some time because he followed me, and I was like, "Oh, cool! This guy talks baseball. I need more baseball people on my timeline." During the
Oh,
2024.
he's not even a baseball person. He's a grifter.
Let me speak, because this will tell you the type of person he is. As a Yankee fan, I always talk about how I understand the hate. I understand where it comes from. I know what I am a fan of. A team that everybody either loves or they hates, and most of them probably hate, which is understandable. What I don't like is complete disregard to humanity and whatnot. And by that I mean, when the World Series going on in 2024, he was honing in on Judge's wife's DUI, like as if it was him. There is nothing more pathetic than going after somebody's family. And you can talk bad about Aaron Judge all you want. He's a perfect citizen. He's a perfect role model for the youth. He is not his wife, and his wife has nothing to do with anything that has transpired on the field. I think anything hatred towards Aaron Judge is pathetic.
And we can move on after this because this doesn't even deserve like this much discussion. But
no,
everybody's talking about there's been, for that one tweet, I've seen at least 10 other stories about Max Clark being like the nicest guy in the world, especially to fans, especially to young fans. So that idiot can take a long walk off a short bridge, and then thankfully we will all be freed from the shackles of his presence online.
And if anyone wants to know my takes about his chains, you can see the two that I have on. When I played baseball and I was younger, I put on every chain that I own. So I would put on the rosary. I put on, and it wasn't even like that I'm like super religious. It was just
it's cool.
You see Manny Ramirez, you see Josh Beckett. These are all Red Sox because the Yankees couldn't have a personality when I was a kid. But you see all these dudes with just chains, and it's their personality and it's bling.
It's why cool. Baseball is it's why baseball is coming back, because we're allowing players like Ellie, like Ronald, like Jazz Chisholm, we're allowing these guys to finally be themselves. So everyone,
God forbid somebody gets to be themselves. God forbid somebody found themselves and you're miserable with your life because you couldn't figure out what you are.
Yeah.
So you got to point a finger.
Let's go. I want all the jewelry. Let's go. But anyway,
here are my watches. Hold on, I got one more. Where's the other one? Where the hell's the other one? Oh.
Where is it that you have to lean that far over? All right, shall we talk betting, because we gotta get out of here in 17 minutes?
Yeah, you got college baseball bets for the people. Actually, no. You have a future bet that you texted us about. You definitely want to rant about. People, Jake has a win total over and a long shot that he wants to tell you about. Tell me why the fish are worth dabbling on.
So, and this is still 40-1 because nobody's going to bet it because everybody hates the Miami Marlins.
Matt bet it.
For me, this is just an opportunity play. You look at that NL East, the Phillies ain't getting any younger, and apparently they all hate each other. And the Braves are the walking wounded right now. Every day somebody's elbow explodes over there. And or is getting suspended for PEDs. The Mets, we all know what's going to happen there. They all hate each other too, apparently. They also have 3 guys on the infield playing out of position already. So the Nationals, whatever, we can write them off. But the Marlins, let's not pretend this team is completely devoid of talent. This isn't the Marlins from 2 years ago. You have a solid core in that lineup with Jacob Marcy, Xavier Edwards, Kyle Stowers, who I know had an injury scare the other day, but it looks like he's going to be fine. Then you have upside play with guys like Connor Norby. You have guys coming up through the system. That rotation should be pretty good. Even if Sandy Alcantara gets shipped off, you still have Yuri Perez, who, let's not forget, was the top-rated pitcher just, 3 years ago?
He's 23, right?
I think it was 3, and he lost one of those years to Tommy John. Okay, whatever, it happens.
But he's still 23 years old, right?
He's 23. They still have 2 top 80 pitchers in the system already at AAA, by the way. One of them, Robbie Snelling, has been absolutely dicing up AAA. I think this team has some upside. And like, for me, it's the same reason I bet the Royals at 30-1 for the AL Central a couple of years ago. It's opportunity. Like, does anyone really think that this team should be 40-1 considering all the other issues in that division? I'm not saying it has to win. I'm not saying this is a slam dunk, boom, on your head, it's going to win. But I'm just saying we could get here to August and this team is about 500, maybe even a little above 500, and they have a chance to win. So I think, like, listen, we all know CLV gets you nothing. You can scream it till you're blue in the face. You're not getting anything out of CLV. But it's a fun bet that could age really well. I'm not saying go put 2 units on it. You don't even, you could do a Colby Marcio half a unit bet. Like, you don't have to go and put $100 on this. Put $10 on it, 10 to win 400. And then you're sitting there maybe in August with a really good bet that you feel awesome about. And if you really want to, you could potentially cash out of.
It's too early for that. Appreciate you being here.
Malort right now. I said I have another show to do in 15 minutes before I do Malort. And then I have to go lift. Then I have to write because I already got a couple messages about where's the Substack for today. Sorry, my brain is fried this week. The Substack
we have work. We have work.
I got stuff to do. So no drinking until later tonight. Maybe I'll crack open.
I got a shout from 5 to midnight tonight. So
Jesus Christ. Yeah. So like what I will maybe open a beer while I'm writing the Substack later for tomorrow morning, but we still have some stuff to do.
Kilmers, who are you? Sorry to
Kilmers is a longtime follower of the BetMGM RIP. Now.
Oh, it's that guy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's
I always like knowing who they are instead of just being
Hilmers is a longtime Jake Hassan.
He's
follower.
Yeah. I know who it is. I'm sorry.
He's been
Appreciate
around.
You being here.
He's a Chicago guy too.
Good. Well, obviously he's talking about Malort. Also, there's 2 types of people in this world: people who love Malort and effing liars.
I'm not gonna do it.
No, I'm not saying. No,
oh, thanks, Summers. I appreciate that. Anyway, one award I want to throw out there before we get to the college baseball bets for today. I texted you and Matt this. I think Bryce Eldridge is just going to win Rookie of the Year. Like
dude's a stick.
Yeah, dude, he's a stick. He's like 6'8", 250. Like he's tall. He's a giraffe. Yeah, I get it, giraffe moon. But like Every at bat I've watched of this guy in spring training, he just
thank you for following.
His EV, his exit velocity is like off the charts. And in that Giants lineup where he's going to be protected by guys like Chapman, Devers, Jung-Hoo Lee, Elliot Ramos, like he's not just doing it all there. Like I like Eldridge. He's 18-1. Yeah, like guys like JJ Weatherholt scare me. Yes, if Connor Griffin makes the opening day roster, he scares me. But I'm not going to bet those guys at 4 and 6-1. Like at 18-1. If you're looking for a bet down the board for NL Rookie of the Year, I think it's Eldridge, especially because I always like guys who have had a little bit of experience too. Eldridge got like 20 ABs at the end of last year with the Giants. So a little bit of seasoning there for him. I like him a lot. Every single play, and he's got a little bit of a glove on him too. So Bryce Eldridge, 18-1. That's the NL Rookie of the Year bet.
All right, keep going. Let's talk.
Of course, they both bet the Dominican Republic. Femi is drinking I love Femi. He's one of my favorite people of all time. He's been trying to convince me on the DR for like 3 months. I'm not buying it. Of course.
Quick thing about Femi, because he didn't know I knew this, but do you remember when Lindor and Jose Ramirez cashed the home run parlay, and he texted you that I'm crazy?
Yeah.
So when I gave out this year's on his show, I was like, maybe I'll get in the shower, Femi. You never know.
It's good. It's good. Yeah, so that's the awards. Do you want some college baseball really quick?
Yeah, and I'll give out some college hoops for tomorrow.
All right, I got a bunch here. This is what was percolating at my desk this morning. My desk, it's just the gym desk, whatever. I like Duke plus 110. I believe that's still available on the money line. That is in and you have time to make all of these bets. None of these games start for a while. I like Duke money line. It's a fallen hero spot. Cider Cannon, yes, his name is Cider. He went down with an injury. He's their best hitter. He went down this week. But Notre Dame does not scare me. I don't think they should be a minus 120, minus 130 favorite in a college baseball game. The other thing to consider here with college baseball this week, and Crutch will back me up on this one if he's still here, this is the week before conference play starts. So next week, you get all the ACC versus ACC teams, SEC versus SEC. I think things could get a little wacky here. So I like Duke on the money line. That's coming up in 2 hours. East Carolina today against Coastal Carolina. Coastal Carolina is dead. That team has nothing to play for. Everybody is hurt. Their best 2 pitchers are hurt. Their best bullpen arm is hurt. They got nothing to play for. This is kind of a rivalry game. East Carolina always gets up for these interstate games. They got bet to hell, unfortunately. They were plus 115 earlier today. I think they're like minus 110 now. I think it's down to a pick. I still like East Carolina today. Money line parlay, just a bunch of pitchers that I want to back. I want to back Jackson Flora for UCSB. I want to back Ruger Rojas for Texas. And the Hawaii home field advantage, I want to back that. So those 3 teams and a money line parlay, that's plus 102. Fresno State and Arizona. I like over 10.5 in this one. It's minus 115. 2 bad pitchers, 2 very competent offenses. I'll take the over in that one. And then I do have some stuff for Wake Forest, but that's tomorrow, and you will have to go over to the other stream on Game Day Garage in like 10 minutes, which is where I will give that out and get more into that. Colby Marcio, your thoughts?
None.
Cool.
But
great. Good talk.
I have college hoops for tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to add anything else to the card for tonight because I'll probably just want to watch the World Baseball Classic games at work.
Sure.
But tomorrow.
Well, he flipped off the Blue Demons hat to put on the Blue Demons helmet.
Boots will be on the ground.
I can't.
Boots will be on the ground 11 a.m.
Boots are
tomorrow.
made for walking.
They were made for walking. I will be involved on DePaul Moneyline against Butler. Butler took DePaul down already this season. This is a revenge spot. That's not really the whole reason why I'm here. Last 10 games, Butler is 330th in 3-point percentage offense, which is great because DePaul has been snoozing around the perimeter over their last 10 games, which is my biggest concern about them tomorrow. However, Butler is also 324th in 2-point percentage offense over the last 10 games. Bottom 25 at EFG percentage offense, EFG percentage defense, 2-point percentage defense. DePaul over the last 10 games still has the 33rd best defense in the entire country, 55th in turnover percentage defense. If it's coming down to them getting a bye in the Big East tournament, it's going to come down to the one thing that Chris Holtmann has wanted to instill in this team, which is defense. Everybody has been stepping up over the last couple games, which is why they're just got everybody talking about them. If you got any ill will towards DePaul, you need to go see a therapist. God forbid a fan base in a city cares about a school. You want to know why people are talking about DePaul? Because the city of Chicago has had nothing to root for in the winter since Michael Jordan was here in Loyola of Chicago going through the dance. There's the city of Chicago. Huh?
Don't talk to me about that team.
Chicago is starving for a basketball team, and it's not going to be the Bulls. Loyola is dead. God forbid a lot of people talk about them because they want to root for something that's actually in the city. Oh, it's in the city. What about Northwestern? Kick some rocks. Kick some rocks. We're taking DePaul money line. Don't care what the price that you get is. Who does? DePaul? South Loop. Yes.
Technically, it is.
Lincoln Park and the Loop, where their campuses is. Loyola is Chicago still. Yes, they're the only 2 D1s. Next bet that I've already locked in: Iowa State minus 13.5. It is now minus 14.5. They're going up against Arizona State, who stormed against Kansas. They were up 20 points, kind of choked the lead. I think they got it down, or Kansas came back and cut it to 3 points, and then ASU still ended up winning by 10. I'm also on Kansas against Kansas State as well. I just think that was a disgusting loss. They couldn't make shots. Arizona State was just on fire. I think this is an all-time get-right spot for Kansas. Those are my 3 favorite plays for Saturday. Also, for the people that are just now getting in here, Logan Webb to have 8 strikeouts, plus 1280. It's kind of just for fun. It's nothing.
I hope you win.
1280. Also, Hunter Goodman over 27.5 home runs has been placed on the show, minus 105.
I like it a lot.
Odds close. He wants to know about the clothes behind you.
Let's see. Wrong way. No, I mean it's a jacket and a hoodie, so they're clean.
All right. Anything else, Jake? You got anything?
If anybody else wants to talk some more ball or have any specific questions for me, Go over to Game Day Garage on Twitch and YouTube. I'm going to be there for the next 40 minutes or so as I try to keep my brain together and wired because it's actively falling apart. I'm on my second Celsius of the day already. There will be
terrible
more.
for you.
What isn't? What isn't bad for you? Bad for you.
This should have been our kickoff started topic. What are your thoughts on the McDonald's CEO?
Oh my God. It looks like a hostage video. It looks like somebody had his family.
You couldn't just nobody knows what the CEO looks like. You could have just thrown in anybody.
They could have taken some jabroni off the street and be like, hey, you want
hold on. Amanda's flirting with us. I think she's flirting.
I mean, yeah, she's right. It depends on who you ask, but I mean, if Rob Brown's in this chat somewhere, he's punching air right now. But that guy hates.
He hates what?
He hates Malort.
He's a liar. He's a liar. He's an absolute liar.
It's served Jaeger to sick kids in Germany. I think Malort would kill a small Victorian child, to be honest with you.
Also, I'm very concerned on why he called it product so many times. And then he said the worst part, I think, excluding the calling it a product, when he said it has burger beef notes in it.
Yeah. It's all bad.
Beef notes?
That guy was not media trained. He wasn't. They just threw him out there to the wolves.
There are so many jokes I can make about that clear virgin, but I'm not going to make them.
Anyway.
All right, folks. That's another week.
Yes, he does. To answer that question, does Rob Brown talk like that in a normal conversation? Yes, he does. Yes, he does talk like that.
What, his shouting?
Not even the shouting, just how he structures his sentences. You know what I mean? Think about how Rob that's how he
You guys ever think about
There has never been a time, offline or online, that Rob Brown has called me by my first name. It is always full name, full gov.
Hey, Kilmer, I worked with Brad Evans for 3 years. People thought he was my dad. All right, folks. And again, another great episode. We'll be back next week. Probably same time. Probably same day of the week, Fridays. They seem like the best week as of right now. It's the best. Baseball's almost here. I hope everyone has a great night. Everyone drink whatever you got to drink. Drink responsibly.
Yeah.
Have the greatest weekend of your lives. I got to go get ready to work till midnight. So
I will be on Game Day Garage, YouTube and Twitch if you want to keep talking ball.
All right. I'll see you guys. Have a good one. Stay safe.
Bye. Love you.
Love you more.